Hello, besties. Welcome to Gist with Alora. So, today we are talking about the queen everyone knew, the reason why she disappeared, and straight up to the UK after a painful divorce. So, besties, let us quickly welcome our first viewers. If this is your very first time coming across Just with Alora, please do well to watch this video to the end. And if it interests you or anything that inspires you in this gist, please do well to also subscribe and click that notification bell so you will never miss our gist when it is hot and fresh. And to my super amazing returning viewers and subscribers, thank you so much. Thank you for the like, for the shares, for the comment. I love you all. Thank you for coming back to hear my voice, watching my videos, and to the end. Thank you. Tonto Dikeh. Tonto Dikeh was actually used to be the woman we couldn't stop talking about, from red carpet to trending headlines. Tonto Dikeh was more than just an actress. She was a force. She's bold, she's controversial, outspoken, and unapologetically herself. But something happened. The spotlight faded, the noise died, and the woman who once had Nigeria wrapped around her finger quietly disappeared. But before the pain, before the heartbreak, there was a girl with dreams from Port Harcourt. She joined Nollywood with fire in her soul and a different kind of energy. Tonto Dike gave the industry something new, the rawness. She didn't just act roles, she lived them. She was fearless, and the fearlessness quickly made her a household name. But no one knew the price of living so loudly. Then came Olakunle Churchill, the man who captured her heart. It was fast, passionate, and deeply public. Social media saw only the kisses, the gifts, the vacations, but behind the glitz and the glam was a woman trying hard to protect a love that was already breaking. She posted him like he was her prize, but deep down, her heart was already battling betrayal. The fourth sign was silent. No more my king captions and all that, trying to praise him. No more couple videos. Then the wedding ring disappeared. People noticed and people whispers, but it wasn't until she went public, shaking, broken, and crying, that the world truly understand what she has been hiding. Infidelity, abuse, lies, so many things, and her voice trembled. But her truth hit like thunder as of then, if you will remember. And just like that, the fairy tale collapsed. She exploded. Everyone was surprised. One post after another, every picture, every caption was a battle cry. Tonto wasn't holding back. She called names, she dropped receipts, cursed loudly. She tattooed her son's name across her body and declared she was both mother and father. Fans were divided. Some saw the pain, others saw madness. But one thing was certain: Tonto was fighting for survival. And Churchill, on the other hand, didn't stay silent either. He clapped back with claims of his own, called her unstable, toxic, difficult. His new woman, Rosie, smiled quietly while the blogs took sides. The marriage had become a Nollywood fame of its own. Only this time, there was no director and the pain was real. And then, nothing. No post, no fights, no appearances. Just silent. Tonto, the queen of headlines, had vanished. The industry moved on, but her absence left a vacuum. And rumors flew that she was in rehab, depressed, and on exile. But no one had the facts right until someone saw her not in Lekki, not in Abuja, but in London. Far from the lights and lenses, Tonto started over again quietly. She lived like a regular woman in excess, just Tonto, not a star. She rented a small apartment, took her son to school, walked the street like no one knew her. It wasn't a fall from grace, it was a choice of peace. And that was a plot twist no one saw it coming. She began to heal, not in the public, but in the private. She attended therapy, joined women's support groups, and did other things quietly. No hashtags, no press, just growth. And for once, she wasn't explaining herself to anyone. She was just living, healing, rebuilding, and doing everything alone but whole. So when Churchill married Rosie, social media erupted. Everyone waited for Tonto's reactions, but there was none, no shade, no clapback, nothing, just silence. The same woman who once set the internet on fire chose silence. And in that silence was a strength behind it. She returned to Instagram not as a broken woman that we saw the last time, but as a new soul. She posted quotes about healing, peace, and purpose. She started posting quotes on and off on Instagram. Her son smiled in the background. There was no bitterness, no drama, just a woman who had fought her battles and was finally walking in peace. In the UK broadcast, she finally opened up, no tears, no anger, just wisdom. She spoke of choosing herself first and letting go, and forgiving without receiving an apology. Her words hit so different. She wasn't just telling her story, she was teaching a lesson, a powerful one at that. Some actors actually praised her, while others kept their distance and avoiding her. But many couldn't help but wonder, did we fail her? Did Nollywood push her too far? Or did the fame eat her alive? Her story was no longer about gossip. It had become a reflection of the cost of celebrity. At the center of it all was her son, King Andre. She fought every battle for him. He became her purpose, her anchor, her new beginning. And in the UK, she wasn't building a brand. She was building a safe life for Andre, one without trauma, coerce, and noise. And today, Tonto might not be acting, she might not be on the red carpet, but her legacy is still unfolding. She showed us that a woman can lose it all and still come back stronger, and that you don't need to win every battle to come out victorious. And that peace that you see there is a form of power. She once said, I didn't leave a man. I left pain. I left confusion. I left disrespect. I left silence that screamed louder than words. And in doing that, I chose myself first. This is not just a gist. This is a survivor. That is growth. And that is Tonto Dikeh speaking. So this is the story behind Tonto Dike's struggles and pain in a world that told her to keep smiling through the pain. In an industry that watched her rise, fall and bleed in public, Tonto Dike didn't just walk away from a broken marriage, she walked into her healing. She left the lights, the cameras, the endless noise, and in the silence of a foreign land, she rebuilt her story, not for us, but for herself. Today, she may not trend the way she used to, but peace doesn't need applause. And so, if you ever wonder where Tonto Dike is now, she's exactly where she needs to be. Living quietly, healing deeply, and loving fearlessly. Because sometimes my besties, the loudest comeback is choosing not to come back at all. If this story touched you or inspired you or reminded you that healing is a journey, do not forget to like, comment, and share. This is Gist with Alora, where every story speaks to the soul. Until next time, stay inspired, stay strong, and always choose peace. And please do well to click this video showing on your screen now before this video ends. Go and watch our next video. Bye.